morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. Anyway, bit chillier here today again. It's starting out cool in the mornings, and then by the time you get to evening, it's really quite warm. Weather doesn't know what it's doing, and apparently we're due a heat wave over the weekend. So I think we're at the we'll believe it if we see it stage. Having said that, June in the UK can traditionally be fairly hot, hence the term flaming June. But anyway, right, what have I got for you today? Right, the first thing is a really interesting discussion from one of the ChemCon conferences that Tjeerd Hout runs. We've been discussing in the newsletter a bit about scale up. And Sean Moran had said academics don't understand how to scale up because there was some idiot going, oh yeah, you invent this or discover this bit of chemistry and then it's just hand it to somebody else and it'll turn into a process immediately. No, doesn't work like that. So last week I had a bit from him about, basically those of us in industry know you start with a whole load of things that have been invented in the lab. And if you're lucky, 1 in 20, 1 in 50, 1 in 100, going through the pilot plant phase to optimize the process, etc., may end up actually being a commercial product made on a full-scale industrial plant. And the figures may be even, sort of more large than that. But academics don't understand that. And they give students of chemical engineering and chemistry totally the wrong idea about how difficult it is to actually scale up to a product that can be made, first of all, that you've got a market for it, that can be made in a safe and effective manner. Now, I know all about that because I used to work in tech service and our salespeople were forever going, oh yeah, we'll just make this. And quite often it wasn't physically possible to be made or it couldn't be scaled up or whatever. So anyway, I digress. So this is a really interesting discussion because it's about the effect that REACH has on the scale-up process for new products in a completely different way. And, we kind of know that REACH has got this dreadful impact on the industry because there's been a massive number of chemicals that have just disappeared at scale from the EU and also the UK, now the UK marketplace. But it really puts into perspective the fact that you can no longer scale up in a sensible way. You can't do it purely on the basis of what's commercial, what's safe, what's viable. You also have this massive, massive bit of lag due to the impact of REACH itself. So it's there you are. You've got to do it at less than 1 ton, otherwise you're going into REACH. Is it viable? Can we make it safely? And so on. So on top of all of the physical and chemical and engineering considerations, we now also have the regulatory considerations. And it's terrible. The industry is in a bad way because of the impact of REACH. And then this is adding to it. But the thing that really disturbs me is that in theory, REACH, because of its impact on novel chemicals, should actually give existing chemicals, existing chemistries we understand, existing processes we understand, a massive, massive advantage because we understand them better. We understand what can go wrong, probably because things have gone wrong in the past. We understand the impact on human health. We understand the impact on the environment. So in theory, REACH gives existing chemicals a massive advantage. But in fact, what the regulators are doing are going, ooh, that's bad. We're going to ban it. And pushing people into novelty. And novelty for its own sake is not necessarily a good idea. So, I don't understand what's going on in the minds of the regulators unless they've been got at by people who are what we might call chemophobic. Because in the real world, there are so many more wrong answers than right answers. And when you're thinking about chemicals that have been developed over years and decades into chemical processes, into products that actually have some kind of beneficial, useful effect or multiple beneficial, useful effect. These are precious, precious things that have got thousands and thousands of man hours and man years in them to get to this point. And you're in danger of just throwing all that accumulated knowledge out for something that's like terra incognita. It's unknown. Anyway, so I will get off my soapbox and give you another link, but this link is really interesting. The CIA, Chemicals Industry Association, have been asked by government to pull together a workshop on critical minerals in the chemical industry. Now, that is, they posted it yesterday or the day before, I think, and the closing date is today. So they're being asked to pull together a workshop really, really quickly, which is practically impossible, as we know. So if you are interested in this area, if you can provide some feedback to them, then I'm putting a link by Alex Abraitis below this video now, if my laptop will work. There we are. So please, if you can help out, if you want to attend, if you've got some information on the critical mineral supply chain, get in touch with Alex and her colleagues at CIA and get involved in the workshop, because it's next Thursday. It's really, really tight timeline. So that would be really good if you could help out. And the last thing for you is our reasons to be cheerful, which is, it's a southern thing, trying to make your granny's old recipe. Yay. Well, I suppose I am granny age now. I'm a great auntie and have been for 13 years. And yes, trust me, our recipes are quite complicated some of the time. So that's it for me for today. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, either live or on catch up. And I look forward to chatting to you again next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye.